Oh man, here we go. This is a big one, gentlemen. We've been waiting a while to see what the outcome of this group would be, and well, things are definitely due to be pretty interesting this time round. It's winner takes all, basically. Well, I mean for us anyway. So let's hope that we have something to play for the day. What's happening? How we doing? We're live. Everything should be up and running on YouTube. I'm not too sure. Could be. Might take an extra 30 seconds or so, but at least on my end, we are up and running. I see there's someone already in chat, so that's good to see. Nice to see you, Stephen. Hope you're well, my guy. Let's go Scotland. Let's get the win. That is the absolute minimum we need today. It's the absolute minimum we need today. I am fucking hoping, for all intents and purposes, that we don't trip up and make ourselves look dumb as hell, because we've basically fell into this position by chance somehow. I have no idea how the hell we're even in this position to begin with, I'll be honest with you, but we're here. You know, it'd be nice to see us go and actually grab it. History is potentially on the cards tonight, and that's, you know, the kind of minimum I'm hoping to see. Let's have our fingers crossed that the boys play well. And hey, no Shea Adams. We have a chance. There's like a small chance. I'm optimistic based on what I'm seeing so far, but again, Denmark are a strong side. They don't come into this game on the best of form, admittedly. That 2-2 draw against Belarus caused them some problems. Obviously, they can't just waltz in here and half-ass it. They're going to need to play realistically, so we know that it's going to be close. Nice to see you, Zero. Hope you're well, man. Hopefully Scotland win. I think Colliers will predominantly be in the same boat. I'd imagine we'd have one or two Danes that might pop in and out here every now and then just to see what's happening, man. So, man, it's going to be interesting. The away side, they have a lot of potential, let's just say that. They've also shown up in force, man. The away end looks stacked out in red. Let me just pull up all the things that I do need to pull up just before we get on the wind and all that. Let's just switch and see. There we go. Fantastic. So here's what we're kind of working with. There's the scenario right there. Denmark can technically get away with this one as long as they don't lose. Scotland have to win. They can't draw. They can't obviously lose. If they do, that's game over. It's a win. That's it. 3 points or it's nothing. We can't really rely on any other circumstance but on our own performance. Belarus bailed us out last time, so hopefully we have a similar type of fight that we had in the second half. The last 20 minutes against Greece, if we play like that from the get-go tonight, it could be different. And again, with the way the pitch is, it's pissing it down. Definitely the weather could play into their advantage as well. But again, the Danes know what it's like to play in the trenches, let's say. Nice to see you, Rance. Hope you're well, my guy. Showing you for commentary because BBC are cons. Fantastic. Things you love to see. Well, it's nice to have you in here, my guy. I mean, it's going to be a good one for sure. If we get off to a fast start, that's all we can really hope for. But let's have a little look through the lineups because, like I said, it has changed from the last match. There is no Shea Adams in this one. It's a pretty interesting lineup again. No Gilmore, as you know, followed through from that last match against Greece away. But the lineup we've gone is slightly changed. We've gone with something a bit more, you know, regimented and understandable. Hanley is out. Big thing to say. I like the fact that McKenna's came in. Could have made the case for Hendry, but I appreciate that it's McKenna and not Hanley, so I'm okay with that. You got Doak and Christie this time playing as natural wingers because we're probably going to use McTominay as an anchor cam again and Dykes being the standout man, but of course we'll probably try and get McTominay up front as often as we can. You'd imagine it would be crosses. Quick crosses, especially with the way that we've kind of lined up. Ferguson and McGinn holding that midfield space should be an interesting kind of watch because, again, two very different types of midfielders, but both pragmatically the same in the sense that they both like to take the ball and run at their man. So, again, it's going to be a midfield battle today, and the Danes do have a lot of ballers, let's say that, man. Obviously, they've got a few players that you might be able to recognise out the gate, but for those that don't know, Isaacson's definitely a threat, 100%, as is Hoyland, as is Froholt, Damsgaard, Højbjerg, Hjulmand, Dorgo, Chris, basically the whole fucking team. We know Kasper. We know that if we can get some shots for range, some things could happen potentially, but that's about all we really have working for us. Let's be honest, you know what I mean. But they do have some key players that can cause some problems, and like I said, with the way that they play with their midfield, Damsgaard and Isaacson like to kind of condense themselves. Think of the kind of the same way that kind of Celtic operate, in the sense that the wingers can rotate if they need them to, but Isaacson predominantly will be down that right hand flank, Damsgaard mostly down the left. There's going to be a lot of crosses across the face of the box tonight. We're going to have to keep that quiet, at least try and limit the damage. So Hickey and Robertson, they're going to need to be at their best tonight. That's the absolute minimum. If you want a little look at the benches, there's some options there. The names that you can't see at the bottom are Kenny McLean and Philip Jorgensen. Respectfully, nice to see you, Kev. Hope you're doing well. How are you guys feeling about the day? I mean, I'm optimistic. I'm not, you know, brimming with confidence. I'm not going into this with a kind of headstrong opinion that we're going to absolutely canter them. But as a man that's very patriotic by a trade, yeah, I've gone with that 2-1 prediction. I feel like if there is a night for magic to happen, it would be tonight. Follow up in Ireland's footsteps and get something across the line, because Jesus Christ, there have been some impressive performances over the last few match days for, you know, not just us, but basically any British team you can actually think of. England's qualified as comfortably as you can. Wales, they're technically still within the fight if they can beat North Macedonia the night. In fact, that might be a game I might need to keep tabs on, in all honesty. And Scotland could qualify automatically for the first time in over 20 fucking, what is it, 29 odd years now. It's been a while. It'd be nice. I mean, I've never seen us qualify in my lifetime, so I'd love to see us at the big dance. I didn't even see your comment there, Loz. I just seen that comment there. Hope you're well, my guy. Your money's always in the Tormals, so I love to see it, my guy. I just hope we don't see Matt O'Reilly come on and score a goal against us. That'd be fucking heartbreaking. But like I said, it's all about just getting across the line. If we get a win, if we get an early goal, we're going to have to stand on it and fucking hope that we can retain at least a little bit of composure and momentum. I know it's going to get nervy at points tonight, but if we can get through those little patches where Denmark are the dominant force, who knows, honestly. I'm not being unoptimistic until I have a reason to be. Denmark are a team that can be caught out. Belarus managed to do it away from home. Scotland should have a small chance, at least a chance at all, of being able to do the same to them on their ground. So, again, the Danes will come out with everything they've got. You'd imagine, at least in the opening kind of 10-15 minutes, they might test the waters, play it safe where they can, but again, look out for those crossing lanes, because that's where the damage is going to be done. You've got so many good players that can cause problems for us, especially when you look at that right hand side in specific, because again, Isaacson, he is a threat regardless of what anyone wants to say. He is the one to watch for them up tonight. I know everyone talks about Hoyland and all that, but they're kind of intrinsical player, the key player. Like for us, you would make the case it would be McTominay or Doak. They'll more or less be looking towards, I would say, kind of Hoyland and Isaacson. Scots to win 3-1. You absolutely love that prediction, my guy. I love the optimism. If it's a similar result to Greece, then there's definitely going to be a few heart palpitations tonight if they score first. Because, like I said, if they score first, then we need to score twice. It's not going to be easy at all. So, as long as we give it a good bash, then I'm happy, I'm content, and I'll be able to say that we gave it a good, solid outing. As long as we don't capitulate, man. The last thing that you want to see when you get into this position is to totally fuck it up and just evaporate with any hope of being able to do anything positive. But this is a big match for a lot of reasons. History is quite literally on the line for us. Let's go through Denmark's national anthem now. And just not that awful little there. Just pull anything else up that needs to be pulled up. I'm just going to go back to the screen and I'll read out the lineups in one last second. I'm just going to pull up the Wales game just so I can keep a tab on that match as well, because I figured I might as well, honestly. Won't be watching it on the side or anything, but it is quite literally a do or die type of situation, so who knows. I've got ours there, got that one there. Fantastic. Back to the screen then. Oh, wee bit of nerves, man. Good nerves though, definitely good nerves. I'm not as stressed as I could be. I think we've got the ability to get the job done tonight, but it's going to be a case of, again, how did Denmark approach this one? If they come out the gates and cause problems for us, then we could be dealing with a few issues at the very goddamn least. As all national anthem plays, I can't hear it. I have to have it muted for obvious reasons, but no one's no moving their lips. They're all singing the fucking anthem with passion, especially Dykes, man. He looks fired up and ready to go. But as they do that, I might as well read out the lineups for those that are in chat. Let's start with the home side, the one that could potentially make our lives very much more enjoyable tonight. Craig Gordon's the one that starts in between the sticks. Robertson and Hickey are the two full-backs for this one. Suter and McKenna, the two centre-backs, so no Hanley shows up to potentially cause us some problems in this game. The midfield consists of Ferguson and McGinn, and of course Stoke and Christie starting out on either side. Expect them to rotate where they can as well, and McTominay and Dykes take up the front two spots, but again, imagine that McTominay would be playing just a little bit deeper and behind, more or less like an advanced forward than an actual striker. But very solid. Hopefully we can get the job done. Dykes comes in for Adams. That's the other change. For Denmark, it's Schmeichel that starts in between the six. Sorry, you can't see his name, but you know who he is. It's Dorgu, Christensen, Anderson and Neeson is their defensive lineup with Højbjerg and Hernand, as previously aforementioned. Definitely one of the players to watch, that 21. Damsgaard, Froholt and Isaacson are the other kind of line of that midfield, but expect them to kind of step in where they have to, especially Froholt, and Højlund is their solo man up front. Again, two very, very capable sides. Both of these teams have cases to make to be at the World Cup. Either way, they're guaranteed a playoff spot. It's just a case of what the final result is. Anything short of a win for Scotland means that it's game, set in the match. Anything except a defeat for the Danes means that they are the ones that go through. Just a slight delay, Carver will deal with some shit on the pitch. But I hope everyone that's in chat's having a lovely time, having a good night. Hopefully it stays that way and continues to stay that way. The referees are representing from Poland tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how they adjust. Tend to be strict but fair from what people know, so it's definitely packed out all across the board. There is not a single place that doesn't have a fucking arse on a seat with us a refresh, just to make sure we're not missing anything that's important. Because I don't know if I'm delayed or if it's or just because we're taking a little bit extra time because of the smoke clear out. It's not exactly great weather conditions for a game of football tonight, but there certainly is conditions nonetheless. There's Clark in his traditional outfit. The jacket, but he's got the badge repping, so that's a good sign at the very least. He looks ready to go. Denmark playing in the good old red and white. Scotland on the other side in all blue. Basically it's going to be a damn fine fucking game. Consummate professionals all across both parts of that pitch. Two experienced goalkeepers. Some good youngsters in amongst some experience. Two very similar sides in a lot of ways, but Denmark have got the momentum just very slightly, so it'll be a case to see how we adjust to this one. Really don't know if I'm delayed or not. I'm still not even kicked off here, so tells you all you need to know. Come on, Robertson, a big performance for you tonight, big man. You need to lead the line. This is as good as an opportunity as we are going to get. And it's Scotland to get us underway. All blue. The little bits of golden. That's kick off. Let's see where we go for here. Straight forward, looking for a ball into space. Well held up immediately, and don't know what was on in there already. There was an instantaneous pull back for something. Nonetheless, it's played on. It's not the greatest first touch. Some slight pressure there. Denmark are going for an early press. I think he does well enough to kind of force the deflection out. Throw in for us on the far side. We can give us a refresh now, and we should have an updated. There we go. Fantastic. We'll do the same for this one as well, just for anyone that's wanting to keep an eye out. It was just a slightly delayed kick off us. We're held off by an extra minute or two. Well, we know Kev's production 3-1. It's a very bold production. But who knows, like I said, it's all about early momentum, and again, Reimer's men, they weren't exactly convincing against Belarus. They caused some problems for themselves, let's be honest. We'll go into the stats pages so you can get a little breakdown of those on the side as well. It's headed up and awkward. Still, well, I thought it was still in play. It's going to be retained for a Denmark throw, and I believe Doak just got a little bit too late onto that one. Dogo goes for a long through forward. It doesn't exactly work out. Dykes' first touch is pretty darn respectable. Lays it off. Not the greatest first touch from McGinn, but a clean spin on the second one to keep it retained. Goes forward with a ball. It could be a chase down. Robertson lets it go though. Probably knowing the, you know, in hindsight, it wasn't going to get there. Let's be honest. Decent enough though. Wee ball forward. A small cheer for the crowd is about as much as you can ask. To be fair, man, they could make the kit that we're wearing tonight absolutely iconic if we managed to get a win in it. It's a good step in by McKenna to get away with that. Continues the dribble. He's going to be put under pressure. Gets the ball away. It's well retained by Doggo. Some pressure. Doak's going to trip him and probably a foul. Referee says no thank you though. Plays it on. Fair enough. Schmeichel has it. Plays it out towards Neeson. It's a slightly loose pass. Well stole for Scotland. McTominay does well to hold it up. Still retains it. It's a bit of a 50-50 battle in the midfield. Well fucking won back there. Excellent work. Christie gets it out to Hickey. It's just about failed on the cross in, but we have it back. Still dangerous. Well laid into space. Scotland doing well to kind of make it awkward for Denmark. In the box we've got a few passes around and half claims for handball for the crowd. Not too many for the shots on the pitch though. Good step over as well. Cross in is not too bad. Overhead kick! Overhead kick! It's 1-0 Scotland! McTominay puts in! No fucking way! We said we needed a quick start! A quick start is had! Scott fucking McTominay, man! Brilliant cross! Brilliant overhead kick! We're in front! Denmark have to go! What a fucking start! Oh, that is unbelievable! It's absolutely unbelievable! Denmark have been caught absolutely cold in the rain here. No fucking way, I can't answer that, Jordan. I'm so sorry, bro, but what a fucking hit that is. Catches it clean on the overhead. It's absolutely pinpoint, man. What a cross for Doak. Schmeichel's outstretched, but it's that well hit that it finds the far post. Fucking excellent. That's what we needed to see, man. Denmark have to respond now. Holy shit, I was expecting us to start with a bit of pressure and pace, but I was not expecting us to score like that. Like I said, we score first, it completely changes the context of this group. What a fucking goal, Scott, my guy. What a finish. Now we have to show that same brilliance on the defensive end. We have to play, man. Was there any other doubt? We've got to keep our fingers crossed for Outlaws. This is the Scotland thing to do. But we said we needed to start this game like we finished the game against Greece last time out, and we've done exactly that, except this time we put it into the back of the fucking net and with grace. I'm so pleased with that, man. But it's going to give Denmark the incentive to really try and dart forward on their own right. Well maintained, McGinn's been dragged down. Referee says play on, no foul given. Played down that flank, there's a run on. Trying to force it, he goes down looking for a penalty. There's absolutely nothing to be had. Referee isn't interested, he points for a goal kick, man. I'm going to play like 1-0 down still. Exactly, just continue as is. Keep going with the original game plan until there's not a reason to change it. Honestly, could have been a foul on McGinn there, but referee decided to play on. He has been pretty fair with that so far, so I can't argue with it too much. So that's definitely not a penalty, he just goes down looking for that 100%. That overhead kick is fucking beautiful, seeing it back in slow motion. Oh, man. The reactions of the crowd as well, almost. It's like a mix of like disbelief and absolute scenes. Keep it up, boys. This is, oh, genuinely, man, that, the nerves are starting to kick in now. We could be going to the World Cup if we keep playing like this. We're darting forward again here. Trying to dance into the box. Doak is absolutely rinsing Dorgu. Gets into the box again. Had a cross cleared away by Denmark out for a throw-in on the far side. That was brilliant for Gannon Doak. He's making it really hard for Dorgu and Christensen to really get onto him at any point in time. Causing problems for the fullback. Said the crossing routes were definitely going to be advantageous to us, especially if you have a bigger fella like McTominay that can hold it up. Dykes that's tall that can hold it up. Good start for us, but we have to keep it going. It's a good steal for Denmark. They're trying to break forward with it where they can. Good hold-up play again. Lowland just forces it back, plays it safe across all the way to Anderson. That's a ball that's forward. Oh, there's a trip up there. I'm not sure if he's onside or not. Denmark are in behind here. Shot, good save, Gordon. Cleared away. Brilliant save, Gordon. And eventually the flag. goes up. I'm not sure if it was offside or it's been pulled back for the foul, but either way, flag was offside, so that was pointless. Why couldn't you have just done that at the time? Nonetheless, Gordon spreads big, keeps Ireland quiet. That's about as good as you can ask to see in that sense. Is he on though? Oof, I'll tell you what, man, it would have been close. He may have just been on, but linesman wasn't taking any risks, and either way, Gordon managed to get the save, and it was cleared away on the run back from McGinn. Ireland just tried to drag it as late as possible and open up Gordon's legs to try and get it around him, but big man didn't commit until he had a reason to. Good to see. Shows that he has not got the nerves. We know Craig Gordon, he's played in tons of very critical games and played some incredible goalkeeping stuff, so a game like that tonight would be fucking fantastic. So far so good though. There'd be some redemption for Klopp, man. Changing the tactics in the last game, pulling out the shithousery like this. Come on, man. Lads kitted out in Tottenham in the piss and rain. Everything's just playing out class so far. Into the box. Darts into space again. Dorgo tries to hold him up. There's kind of a loose contact there. I think it's going to go out for a goal kick anyway. Absolutely incredible, man. You message him back, I feel bad. Oh. Would he even go for an overhead kick straight out the game? It's not really much you can add, man. Like, absolutely brilliant. But that's a... Oh, did it hit his hand? I'm going to guess that it kicked up off his hand then. Denmark trying to play... Still very safe out from the back. They're very comfortable with the ball at their feet. I don't know of anyone that was in that Discord call when we were watching Denmark play Greece. But it's that similar type of thing. There's a yellow card that's been brandished out there. Denmark have their first player in the book. Their number 2 is in for that kind of, just let's be honest, lacklustre shot pull. Dykes pickpockets him, does very well, and then McGinn just kind of gets caught. It's quite obvious that it was a pull. What a comment from him, by the way. Robertson has it, tries to play it short into space. It's well held up actually by McGinn. Pickpockets it well. Robertson tries to force it through, still tries to keep it going. It bounces around. It's a throw in for Denmark anyway, but right, not too bad at all. Absolutely love that, man. My pals just messaged me only time I want to sell the goalkeeper ever. Oh my fucking days, pick that out. He is chuffed. We are all chuffed. Anyone that's in chat that's representing for Scotland tonight is very much pleased with the start. Dykes will chase that. Try and force it a little bit, but it's going to go behind quite comfortably. Bellissimo. Sorry about that, lads. Oh, that's awkward. Bit of a press going on here. Denmark are going to have to clear for the back. Robertson does well to step in, but he's opened up the back lane in time. That's going to be played forward by Bid. That's going to go for a throw in anyway. I was slightly concerned. Not too bad though. Nice to see you. What an incredible name, man. We're doing well. I see we have started off like a house on fire. And by that I mean McTominay scoring an absolute fucking belter of overhead kick without any effort at all. The man just does it for fun. McSauce. But again, Denmark know that the pressure's on them. Let's have a little check to see what's happening between Wales and Montenegro, North Macedonia. Still all square in that one. There's some interesting scenarios playing out across Britain. Of course, anyone that watched the game between Ireland and Hungary, that was genuinely insane, man. I'm so happy for the Irish. Genuinely a fucking excellent performance, man. Nice to see you, Harry, as always, my guy. Hope you're well. Fantastic start. Hope we do the job tonight. I mean, so far so good. It's just the case of, does Clark change the tactics now that we've got that first goal, or does he kind of prioritise playing the same type of way? I like the pressing from us. We're being aggressive. We're not showing too many signs of fear. Dykes and Doak are working very effectively actually on that far right side. Like I said, you wouldn't expect McTominay to be like side by side as a striker. He's more or less just rotating in behind as an extra kind of advance forward. That is excellent for Doak if he can get there, but he's put too much on that second touch, and the chase down is going to be a bit of a problem. Easy enough for Christensen to get on the end of. Back to Schmeichel, and in turn they can build again. Once again they start slowly going across their back line looking for any open lanes that they can. It's a smashing pass all the way across into that far space. Door goes on the far side to cause some problems here. Played in, awkward, whipped across, well taken down by Isaacson. Lays it across, shot from range is slightly threatening from Denmark. It was from a potentially dangerous area, but Højbjerg puts just a bit too much on it, sails comfortably over the bar, calm enough, easy enough for us to deal with. And I say Scotland are getting very compact, they're not making it easy for Denmark to get easy chances, so they're resorting to try and ping it for space. Which if they're doing that for the whole night, I'll absolutely take it. I don't give a shit if they have 35 goddamn shots. If most of them are from outside the box, it's about as good as we can ask. There's my boy. Nice to see you, my guy. Fucking to for those that's my musician friend. Some fucking start the way, brother. Absolutely brilliant. Might have to consider going forward here with a throw. Yeah, you're going to have to just throw it forward. I get too many bodies in that half. Does exactly that. Dykes wins the flick on. And the rebound knock on. But too much power on it. Dorgu will chase that back. Slight minimal pressure on that far side. Like the rotatory work between Christie and Doak though. McGinn's on the chase down to make it awkward. That could be fucking dangerous. Denmark do well to get out with one or two. Touch passing there. Let's run through. That's a good breakout for the back if they can get it rolling. And Scotland have a lot of bodies over committed. It's more or less a 4v4 now. Like he tries to stand guard for an overlapping cross. Here's a chance for Denmark. Whipped into space. Goes across everyone and through everyone. On the far side could still be retained. As might be coming in for a second cross. Whipped in with some pace and power. Headed down. Deflects. Still not fully cleared. Eventually Gordon gets on the end of it, but not exactly comfortable to watch those little moments, but like I said, you'll have little stints here and there where Denmark will put the pressure on, we know this. Scotland will not have a lot of the ball for good amounts of this game. It's mostly counter-attacking for us. It will be the kind of key facet for this one. Played into space again, Denmark try and pop it in behind, good taking touch. They could have another chance here, and similar again. Not too much pressure there for Forhart. It's a good shot. I think it might have taken a deflection after McKenna. Actually, it's out for a corner. Thought he just hit it over the bar. I was incorrect. Again, Denmark's starting to show that we can be cut open. We need to keep ourselves a wee bit stretched out of that back. You know, don't let them play into those open spaces. It can be dangerous. There's Damsgaard to swing this one in. It's cleared away at the first sign of trouble for a Scotland shot. Dorgu cuts it back, trying to find any open lane. Let's see where this cross comes in. Well, it's not a cross at all. It's actually a short ball. This got it dangerous, not fully cleared, and eventually Gordon can get onto the end of it. It's awkward, but we survive. Do we qualify if we win or go into a playoff? The playoff is already locked in, my guy. Regardless, even if we lose this game, playoff is an absolute guarantee. But if we win this, straight qualification. Imagine a World Cup with Scotland and Ireland. Exactly that, man. The Irish have got their surgeons, man. They've picked the perfect time to find their form. And it would be brilliant if Scotland could do something similar here, but Denmark have got a lot more control of the ball from the last kind of 5-10 minutes or so. Got to give the Danes credit, they don't look rattled too much at all. More or less business as usual for them. That's not good. I've just seen Mickey kind of stand and kneel over there. I think he might have just got a tweak to his shoulder. That's no ideal. They just couldn't really win the knock on there either way. Fair play. It's a pretty good way to summarise. And I mean, last time they came to Hampden, we beat them 2-0. It just might be a bogey team scenario, but like I said, Denmark are very much going to be the favourites for this one. Scotland have just started off in good sense. Oh wait, no, it's Doak this down. I thought it was Hickey. He's holding the back of his leg, and that's not good considering the fact he is quite literally one of our major fucking attacking forces. Already got an assist in this one, and that was the only chance we really formulated, so I don't like that, but he's... oh fuck man, that would be typical, wouldn't it? It's like he stretched his leg out when he was trying to block Dorgu's cross, and yeah, that was the part I seen. He just kind of stopped in his tracks and hunched over, so I think we might be losing Doak. And he's half, man, that's hard to see. Kid's got his hands in his head, man. You can tell that he does not want to leave the pitch. Oh, fuck me. That's a sin. That's genuinely a sin. Well, if that's the only contribution you've brought to this game in 18 minutes, Doak, you fucking did more than most people could have asked of you, man. An absolute world-class assist. If it helps us get to the grand stage, it will definitely not be for nothing, but it's going to be McLean that'll... fucking McLean that's going to replace Stoke, so that's going to be an interesting one for sure. And as long as Denmark get one back, that's the thing, they can draw this game and still theoretically go through quite comfortably. Nice to see you though, guys, nice to see you, man. Can't see Scotland doing well in the World Cup. I don't think anyone that's Scottish is expecting us to do well in the World Cup. We just want to be there. You know, we're one of the inventors of the goddamn game. It'd be nice to be able to, you know, arrive at the big dance. No real arguments with too many error points. We have rolled our luck a lot of this qualifying group, but there have been groups where we've also had luck play against us. Still remember that fucking 2014 qualifier against Slovakia. That's shit hot. I wish that was the case, Kev. Unfortunately, nah, Kenny. Yeah, Doc's going to get stretchered off, man. It's always a sin to see that because he's genuinely one of our best players as well. So far so good, isn't it, guys? Cannot argue it. Where are you from? Sounds like a Glasgow accent. You're kinda close. I'm from, well, just east of Glasgow. Central Belt, mate. NL. Well, that is that change confirmed. Sucks to see, but the W17 is off though, because... oh, fuck man, that's always a shame to see. McLean is on, so what I'd imagine now is that we're either going to push... my guess would... fuck, what would we do actually? Maybe condense the midfield a little bit more, or alternatively just keep McLean in and play on that left side and switch Christie out to the right maybe. I'll break it down if I can see what's happening, but Denmark are immediately going on another attack here. Played shot, crossed in, cleared away by Scotland, calm enough. Dorgu's going to chase down on that far side. I think I jinxed that a bit when I said that Dorgu was getting beaten by Doak a lot in the early battles. San Marino are drawn right now. Fantastic. We love to see it. Scotland needs to be rooted one of the most beautiful countries in the world with so much history. Beautifully said, my man. Absolutely beautifully said. And that's a good dance into the box. Denmark could go that cross here. Good block by McKenna, but it's not going to be fully cleared. Neeson's got it far side. Whip back in over everybody. That is poor. It's in the back of the net. The referee's pulled it back for a foul, and I think a push. Oiland's complaining about it, as you would expect. But it looked like there was a sheer push on it. He's making the argument that the whistle was blown anyway, so let's see what happened. Yeah, it's a push. It pushes him. 2 hands. It's quite fucking obvious for that angle. I was like, maybe he didn't push him. Nah, he did. 100%. Kind of throws off the balance for his jump, so... Played in his space and hooked away. There's a chase down here if Dykes can force the issue. He does well enough to put some pressure on Christensen, but easily dealt with. I'm not sure if that was a pass or just a really bad touch, but McTominay's somehow able to get that from the loose ball. Referee needs to consider giving us a foul every now and then, but Robertson steals it back. Good stuff. Tries to send it into Dykes immediately. Maybe should have just played it across space where there was extra bodies. A little bit hectic from us now, but we're doing what we can. That's a good hold-up touch for Christie. It seems to be that's exactly what we're doing. Christie's on that far side. McGinn's looks like he's been pushed up and McLean's came in to cover his spot. Cross in for McGinn is not too dangerous and straining the hands. Kasper Schmeichel. If you had the choice, would you want Steve Clarke's boss taking us to the World Cup? It's a hard one to answer, because like you can't hack the guy getting us to a World Cup, but the question will be, are the tactics going to make sense, man? It's one of those. I feel like they'll obviously give him that run because they would have earned it, but like I say, I don't think anyone's expecting Scotland, if we do qualify, to do anything of note. I feel like even the most patriotic of us would at best maybe expect a win depending on who we get, which is all I really ask for. If we get a win at the World Cup, fucking fantastic. The ultimate dream for Scotland is to see us win a knockout game, but just a win, that'd be nice. All we've seen so far, at least in this century, are draws. Some good, some bad. That's a good ball into space actually. Hickey's got the chance to run at his man here. Dorgo's playing a very fucking high line. There is a lot of space to be exposed down that flank. Gordon's just going to pop into that open space, try and see if Dykes can get the knock on. Doesn't necessarily, but still retained. And apparently it's offside anyway. Fantastic. Caden, what the fuck, man? You wake up and choose violence today. We're winning. We need the optimistic vibes. I mean, possession-wise, it seems to be a bit more in Denmark's favour. According to the stats here, it's, give or take about 60% Denmark's favour. But we've been okay. Defending quite valiantly. Most of the chances Denmark have had have been quite awkward at best. 1 or 2 shots for range and 1 or 2 for inside the box that have been easily blocked. There's only been one that's really got through. And to be fair, even that one was offside, so... Good step in, Robbo. Brilliant fucking stuff, big man. There's no one really helping him break out for the back. Everyone's basically behind the 10-15 yard fucking space for the box. You need to kind of stretch yourselves out a bit more, lads. You're not getting yourself passing lanes, and that's awkward. Denmark have basically gone full court press. Got about 6 or 7 of their shots in our final third. It's still not cleared. Eventually hooked away by Robertson again. Dykes can't win that knock on, but there's a slight chase down to be had. Dorgo again has it. Played up in towards Damsgaard. He's trying his best to get his way through. Takes a deflection. I think it's a corner kick. Referee points that way, so that's what's happening. I'm going to guess based on the Tottenham badge in the profile, you're an Englishman. What do you make of your campaign as a whole? Obviously, do you feel like you've got like a decent crack at this World Cup with the way these are playing? That's awkward. Fuck me. That's went across everyone and out. Corner kick far side. I think it was actually more or less nearly an own goal for Scotland there. Jesus, I'm not sure who got on the end of that. Maybe, yeah, Robertson. He just kind of flicked it on his head and it took it more towards the goal rather than away. That could have landed awkward. Another set piece on the far side this time. Whipped in, headed down and across the face of the box and out by the far post, thankfully for us. But Denmark are starting to kind of rack up the chances, and that's what we said. We wanted to limit those, especially inside the box. If they're having them for range, that's fine. But you don't want to give them chances, especially for the bigger strikers like that man. Hoyland was towering over, got well ahead of McTominay and just couldn't really place his header there. I feel like the only reason Celtic and Rangers wouldn't leave is just because it would fuck the rest of the league for Scotland. If you did like a United Kingdom league or something, then maybe, if you included them all in some way, just so that you don't leave teams like Aberdeen's and Hearts to fend for themselves. Financially, it just wouldn't make sense. But I always do like whenever you see English and Scottish teams play against each other. There's been some crackers. Oh, that's awkward. Shit, got to clear that. Dorgo's got into the space again. Lads, you're looking a wee bit awkward here. Started off very well. Like you say, opening 10 minutes, you would say Scotland played the better stuff, but the last 20 or so has absolutely been Denmark's control. And again, not very well cleared at all by Christie there. Into space again. Dorgo cross, headed on and over the top again. Not sure if Hoyland would have been offside or not, but flag stayed down anyway. Keep it a bit football, Caden. A lot of chances for the number 9 in the opening stint, but like I said, if we can get through those rough patches, then it's not too bad. Oh, but that's a foul. No offence, man. The referee seems to be doing that a bit now. That shouldn't be allowed to play on. I was going to say, even the referee pulled that one back. Tried to play it quick out the gate. Everywhere's corrupt, Caden. Fun fact. Oof, yeah, we're being forced to pass backwards more and more, man. Gordon, you're going to have to just clear that first time. He does, but again, it's more shanked upwards than away. Diggs will have to try and win this knock on. Doesn't necessarily succeed. Played back and into space. Denmark are just going to try and retain it. Cut in. Hoyland. Is it Hoyland or Homeland? I'm not sure how you actually pronounce it, but... Christensen back into space, calm enough. Apologies for that. Well, a third of the way through this game. A third of the way there to an absolute shithouse appearance in the World Cup. It'd be fucking fantastic to see it, but like I said, Denmark are going all out here. Switched high and wide. I respect the fact he tried to pop that in with his header. He knew he wasn't going to be able to take a touch. That's going to be a foul for us, surely. McGinn gets decked there. Easy enough. Yeah, most people that are actually raised in Scotland that are, under the age of 50 wanted independence. The elders made sure that happened. Not that we stayed as a union, I should say, but... Again, we're talking about football here. Good pop up and away. Was it offside, or was that just another foul? Cause this referee's starting to kind of get on my tits now. We can't touch them, apparently. Burnley Dykes didn't look offside there, but fair enough for the ref. Trump will finish the BBC. I don't think he will. I don't think he understands how lawsuits work. You can't just demand $5 billion and get it. That's not how it works. That's a great challenge. Fucking excellent challenge for the back. Brilliant stuff for Scotty boy. Tommy tries to dance away. Still try to dance away, and eventually it's held up for something. This referee is very inconsistent with his use of the whistle. Because the weakest challenge that Denmark put in is the one that gets pulled back for a foul. That's confusing as hell. But Scotland try and play it quick. And we get forward, and there's all of a sudden we're in the final third. First time we've seen it in about 5 minutes. Locked into the space. It is cleared away well by Denmark, but still dangerous enough for us to put some pressure on. But Scotland again just prioritising making sure that we've got the ball and holding on. Not a problem at all, kid. Hope you're well, man. And do what you gotta do. It's a good spread across here. There's a potential long ball forward, and it's going to be chased in behind here. Straight in the hands of Casper though, fair enough. Not going to argue with that one too much. A lot of people didn't give Scotland an open hill against Denmark. I was basing that off of the way they played against Belarus. You're only as good as your last game, and again, Belarus, they had to hang on and rely on Denmark missing a lot of chances, but they didn't need that many to score. And in the reverse fixture, we did not have that many chances against Denmark, and we could have arguably got 1 or 2 goals in that game. So it's one of those. When Denmark are lethal with their finishing, they're a good side, but when they're playing like this and they're having 9, 10, 15 shots and only 1 or 2 is on target, that's when things get a bit complicated for them. There's another one that just sails straight over the bar. See, like, they're taking most of their shots for range. They've had 1 or 2 inside the box. The most dangerous being that header inside the 6-yard line, but like I said, if we're limiting the chances that far out, they weren't that effective against Belarus, so I don't imagine they'd be too effective against us. They're going to need to cut through us, which, to be fair, they've done a very good job of. They've done it several times quite effectively, but Scotland are, just doing enough as of now. It just sucks because ever since we've lost Stoke, it's become very flat down that right hand side. Crossed in, Denmark have a potential chance, popped down, McGinn should just take a touch and try and clear it. Opts to be safe with it actually, plays into Robertson, and he'll just eventually force it up the line. Dykes is on the chase, and he's actually going to get there potentially ahead of his man, at least make it awkward enough. Good shit for Linden. And apparently it's offside. This referee is confusing me. Was he off? Not too sure, apparently it's something. Dykes doesn't look too happy with the play on. It's like any time we go forward, the referee has that whistle on his fucking lips. Slow it down, bud. Here's Anderson. Played out far side. Isaacson. Well, Neeson was going to take it, but lets it roll. Now he has it. Can't football from them, but they're not really progressing forward. Scotland have got their shape quite set. There's a foul. It's even double then. I'm going to show the shots on target. Apparently Denmark haven't even had a shot on target yet. So I guess they're not including that one against Gordon for the offside position. Great interception, Ferguson. McGinn, fucking excellent touch. He's going to chase it down and get ahead of his man. Goes for the long pass. He's going to put pressure on Denmark to get away with the first touch, and Christensen, being a consummate professional, does just that. But it's good that we put a little bit of pressure there. Would have preferred if he just kept running. He'd definitely beat his man at the byline though. You can see some players definitely have the right idea of what they're doing, but the execution maybe not so much. The second half we went all out against Greece. Well, yeah, I was hoping that we would kind of see that similar pace of play in this one, but we started off very well. Got that early goal, an absolute fucking wonder goal for McTominay. Overhead kick, fantastic, but since then you'd have to say Denmark have been the stronger side, although again that was to be expected. The shot from range is not too fucking bad actually. It didn't look too threatening when it first left his boot, but not sure if it took a deflection off of someone or if it was just kind of curled out towards that far post, but thankfully went all the way past it. Once again, it's only a shot from range, and That's about as good as I did take a slight nick. It's out for a corner kick. McGinn's always been a fast wee lad, even since his days at Hibs. Well, Denmark will keep that in actually. Yeah, don't see why they shouldn't. Shot, again, forced to take it from range, and that one goes miles over the bar as well. If they're playing rugby, then they'd be a fantastic team to watch. But probably not the shot of choice, let's say. Tried to kind of roll it back onto his right and call it top post, but Froholt was never really going to put too much more than a half chance at best on target though. Sailed miles over. Hydration. Good shot. Oh, there was a half attempt there. Still could be something. Oh, nearly intercepted and stole it there, but Doggett retains it. Played back to Casper, he'll just punt that as high and wide as he can. Actually a really good touch there. Plays it back towards Gordon, he'll just be forced to... Well, I thought he would actually play that long, he actually stabs it short. Ball sent long, Dykes is nowhere near it, so can't really go up and challenge, so in turn just ends back up in Danish possession. I can't argue with what we've seen so far. It's been a very confusing half. We've not played miserably bad, but chances have been far and few between. Good defensive work for us though, that's what I will say. Surely I was going to say you get in front of that every day of the week, big man gets taken down and that's a foul. Denmark will complain, but I just realised, is that Hanley? Was there a last second change or some shit? Am I tripping balls? Oh no. So I'm confused by that. When I read out the lineups, I swear Hanley wasn't in it. Maybe I just misread them. Huh. I thought he wasn't in the team. I thought it was Suter and fucking McKenna. I'll be honest. I guess it was a change when they released the lineup, so I just didn't see it. That's calm enough for Denmark. They're just playing across the back. I think they're maybe looking for one or two half chances towards the end of this half and then get one good chance, they'll take that. Like I said, they're not too worried as of yet. They know they only realistically need the one goal. A draw is enough for them. Scotland will be just as aware as that as they are. Played into the byline, held up, cross could be on, well stood up there, but it's still dangerous. Dorgu cross, he's blocked out this time. Played into space, still dangerous. There's a few dance arounds happening here, but Scotland just about keep it calm. Played far and out wide. There's another definite cross coming in here, 100%. This one's cleared only as far as Dorgu. There's a slight touch out there though for Christie. He's going to complain thinking that it came off the aforementioned man, but Denmark retain the throw in. Dykes tries to step out and cause some problems, but seems like it's definitely going to be ultra attacking for Denmark to end this half. Isaacson, Denison played in, headed up and miles over the bar again. As long as it's chances like that, I do not mind at all. Miles over the bar, we'll retain and go again. It's not that Denmark are playing shite, guys, it's just that they're kind of very similar to how Celtic play, where it's like you can have games where you have 30, 40 shots and just don't score that many goals. They're definitely outplaying us in terms of tactics right now, but we're the ones that have got the goal, and that's the one that matters at the end of it. And it was a very well worked goal. If it was like a lucky, scrappy tap in, then yeah, you'd feel sorry for the Danes, but it was a beautiful team goal, so I can't really complain about it too much. And again, defensively, we've played very well. We've got the lines cleared whenever we've had to. It's just, you'd hope after the first one we'd try and kick on, but since that Doak injury, it's obviously limited our creative output quite significantly, especially down that right hand side. Good hold up there. That's probably going to be a foul. Just a bit too aggressive there, Hickey. I respect it though, wee man. Christensen's starting to stay down. He's trying to get on his feet as quick as possible though. I respect it. Did he get caught? Like badly or? Maybe a wee stud in the toe, but just a crossing up halves there, played forward by Denmark. They'll try to break out. That's a great fucking touch under control though. That was really good for Damsgaard, man. To take that while he was on the run, damn impressive, but Ferguson hassles him enough. That's interesting. They got anchor options there. Højbjerg in the midfield. Could go for a long pass. Tries his luck. Goes out towards that far side. Nielsen in towards Højbjerg again. A lot of controlled possession and passing by Denmark, but like I said, I don't mind it too much as long as they're not going anywhere that's final third bound with it. Scotland stab it clear the second it gets into that territory. Dykes will engage the chase down. Oh, that's a poor giveaway for Denmark, and he's just been hacked down. That's going to be a card for sure. It's a yellow immediately brandished. There might be, it should have obviously been a case for a red, man. If McKinn was a few feet closer to the goal, it would have probably been. Call it a professional foul, let's say. But McKinn steals it from him and he just sticks his leg out and catches him. Yeah, yellow card at the very fucking least. Not done with malicious intent, but certainly professional intent. That's another defensive player for Denmark in the books. Going to need to be a bit cautious here. Robertson's got a chance to swing in a set piece right on half time. It'd be perfect for us to score from here. It's apparently a foul immediately as soon as the ball's played in. The referee's a stickler for the rules again. What the fuck do you mean 4 added minutes? Where are you pulling 4 additional minutes from? Like, don't was down for maybe about 2 or fucking 3 at best. Fair enough, I guess, man. We're just going to have to see out that as well on top of everything else. Oof, I respect that for Dykes. He tried to make it work. Well, again, only one real shot on target from us in the entire first half, but it was probably the best shot of the game. We're doing what we need to do. Denmark are trying their fucking hard out to get back in this one, but as long as their shots are staying miles over the bar, I'm chuffed. Oh, we'll love to see that, Skull. We'll love to see that, man. Trust me, we were very much buzzing for use with that result against Hungary, man. It was world class. Tell you now, man, that Troy Parrott's a ball. And there's always a reason why I love Liam Scales. 2 assists for you boys during that break. I'd love to see Scotland and Ireland at the same World Cup, man. It'd be fucking amazing. So far, Scotland in good position to do so. Halfway through added time in the first half, Denmark are obviously going to be the full court aggressors here. They're going at us for almost every fucking angle here. Maybe another shot for Ranger coming. Opts to take the extra touch inside. Actually does get into space as well, so you can say fair enough there. But Scotland again stand the lines clear. Another cross probably to be swung in here. Opts to cut out towards the midfield. Probably not the play, but Eventually back out to the big man, played into space again. There's some step up pressure. Robertson does fucking excellent there. That's so clean. Gets out towards McGinn. He might just run at his man, try and force the issue where he can. Gets wiped out there. Referee says get up, and this is what I'm talking about. How are they getting touched? And then there's an advantage or a foul, but if we get literally bodied by two players at once, nothing. Consistency, referee, that's all I want to see, man. Played short. Yeah, that's a foul. Let them up flop over instantly. Every Scotland player arms goes up as if to say, right, cool man, thanks for that. Real fun. Played short out towards that far side. Another chance to get in behind. Robertson does well to get the touch in, but it's still dangerous. Gets put on his arse there. Still not cleared. Denmark have the edge of the area. Shot deflects and it goes behind for another corner kick. There's the big man at the back. The other Christensen. The one spelt with a C that had the crack that time. Another deflection and out for a corner kick. Might be Denmark's last chance of the half. Burnley their fifth corner of the match. Scotland yet to have one at all. Whipped in. Not really cleared, but Scotland should be able to retain it on the second clearance attempt, and we do it. Feels like time is going super fucking slow right now. Dorgut. Into the box, it's bouncing around. That could have bounced anywhere, to be honest. We've been wiped out there, and that will probably be a foul. Referee gives it this time. McTominay dragged down. Sasso isn't playing for us. But to be fair, I think there's a few players for Denmark that are out either injured or sick. For what someone was saying to me in the Discord yesterday, that was pretty much like the consensus. They might not be full strength, the same way that Scotland have taken one or two hits to the world team, especially in this half. We don't going off injured. Are you old enough to remember us playing in the US World Cup? I'm not. I was born 2000, my guy. Ironically, just after we were good. So every time I've seen us in a qualifying campaign, it's always ended up with heartbreak on the final day, or a playoff loss or some shit like that. But I've seen all the clips and all the games that we played and stuff like that. Made me miss what I wasn't even alive to see. That's why it would be fucking amazing if we return, what, 22 or not 32 years later, I should say. Is it 32? Or would it be 22? 32. Well, that's half time. Ireland's complaining still about that disallowed goal, but bro, you two-handed pushed them. It's quite self-explanatory. I think the referee's telling them as much. But we've survived. Let's have a little look at what's happening between Wales and... oh. Well, Wales look like they're trying their best to make the fucking case to get their playoff spot locked up. Good for them. 4 different goal scorers: Wilson, Brooks, Johnson and Miovski. And that puts Wales there. Obviously Belgium were always going to hammer Liechtenstein. That was kind of written in the stars already. So there's your group as it stands. For that, Wales have got a playoff spot pretty much locked in. And this one, Scotland have kept their hopes alive. We've had one single shot, 35% possession. It seems very, haram ball, let's say. But it's enough to put us 13 points somehow. I don't know how the fuck we've achieved this, but right now as it stands, we're 2 points ahead on top, and that would be enough to get us to the World Cup, man. You met the whole Irish team. Oh, fucking hell, man, that's insane. Come on, send your Irish flag, bro. If you still have that, it'll be worth a shit ton of money. Obviously, never sell it because it's a fucking incredible little momentum, or momentum, I should say, to have. You were born in '83. Right? It's about the same time my mum was born. She was 80. Well, 1980. She's not 80. So yous grew up with like some good, British and Irish sides. Some absolute balls that came through those times. There are some good generational talents in this squad as well. I'd say McTominay's the one that popped up. That overhead kick was fucking legendary and I love him for it, man. How you doing, Sten? Nice to see you, my guy. I'm doing pretty alright. I mean, I'm nervous, obviously. I mean, I haven't really actually had like a more authentic look at these stats, but yeah, apparently they've had one shot on target for 12. Over 2/3 of the ball, but they're fouling us a good amount. Although apparently we filled them 10 times, which I really don't understand. No corners, no real incentive since that goal, but hey, if it stays 1-0, then that's all I really care about. Maradona played in that World Cup, my god. Shows how far back you're going, man. Well, I grew up, the earliest memory I can remember is fucking probably Euro 2008. That's like that I avidly remember, but yeah, because I wouldn't really be old enough to remember the Euro 2004. Don't think so. You're home for a second before half time. One goal leads are never safe, and again, the issue is that Denmark know that they don't need to win the game. They can just get a single goal late on and hold on for the rest of the match basically if they wanted to, because again, Scotland haven't really had too many attacking options, but the goal that we did score was very well worked. Like I said, like, good passing around the area, did what we could to hold it up. The cross in was fucking ridiculously good for Doak as well, so can't argue with it, but he goes off injured, so that takes away one of our attacking momentum players. But the fact that McTominay scored that overhead kick is insane, and the scenes in the stadium are in... Man, if we win, that's the type of shit that will play like 40, 50 years down the line anytime there's a World Cup campaign going on. You know what I mean? You can already hear it on like BBC iPlayer or ITV or whatever the fuck it would be on, you know what I mean? Watch moments and more moments like this on ITV, like, you know, as that plays in the background. They were on top of us towards the end. That is to be expected. Denmark know that this isn't exactly a Scotland side that's at the peak of its powers, let's say. It's a very exploitable and predictable Scotland side, but I don't think anyone, even probably Scott McTominay himself, was expecting to score an overhead kick 3 minutes into the game. He just caught Denmark completely cold because of a very well timed cross for Doak. But like I said, since Stoke went off, it's hard to say that we've done anything that's of particular note. Dragged a couple of yellow cards out of their defenders, so they're under pressure for the start of the second half unless they decide to make changes, so that plays into our hands. We can certainly get them to trip us up on a breakthrough run or something. Maybe we could steal it, but as of now, we're in as good as a position as we could have hoped to have been in, and I'm content with that, you know what I mean? For sure, I'll just bring this up so I can actually see what shit is saying a bit clearer, or at least a bit more in real time. We can absolutely do it though, 100%. We just need to be not Scottish. We can't dare Scotland and fuck it at the last hurdle, man. Like, we've done the hard yard to getting that breakthrough goal. We just have to keep it going and fucking defend like lions. You know what I mean? Like, we're known for getting goalless draws when it's matters, so hopefully, you know, we can get a clean sheet here. It would be very, very nice, but it's definitely one of those, for sure. Scotland's going to need to have a lot of Lady Luck on his side and a lot of Father Fortune. I gotta love McTominay's celebration now. Just seeing that back is so clean. And it is basically the only highlight that you can show. Like, when you see the highlights, but Scotland qualifies for the World Cup, it's just going to be like 10 minutes of Denmark attacking with one clip at the start of McTominay scoring an overhead kick. That could genuinely be like the way we get into the World Cup, and that'd be poetic as fuck. But football's a beautiful sport like that sometimes. We've seen some heartbreaking defeats at Hampden, especially late on though, so I don't want to, you know, speak and jinx anything. So I'm just kind of keeping it calm. McTominay for a hat-trick, fucking imagine. If there's any man that I want a chance to fall onto on that pitch, it's absolutely Scott McTyes, my fucking goddamn Tommy. Gotta love that, man. The one thing I was confused about is why the fuck Hanley was in that team. Like, when I looked at the lineups before kickoff, Hanley was not in that lineup, and then all of a sudden he was. I thought it was Suter and McKenna, to be honest, but that was the only mistake I've made at this half at least, so not too annoying. Flag tail ended badly on when the last senior group was looking after it, got mud and put it in the washing machine. That's pain. Right, lad, you fought a flag, you're going to be dragged out back and buried in peat now. That's that's heartbreaking. At least you have a good Ireland flag. Got to take this all the linings, my guy. Bring back the passion for Scotland. I'm not even that passionate now. Like, I'm optimistic. I'm keeping myself happy. It's, you know, like, the patriotism is well within me, but I'm keeping my, like, inner child locked in until I hear the final whistle. Like, right now, I'm doing everything in my power to be like, I have been here before. I have expected much of this team, and then it's crumbled away. Just keep the composure until, like, the 80th minute, and that's when I'll start to kind of, in the back of my head, realise that we're actually on with a really good chance of doing this. It's not over until the fat lady sings, and if you've been to Scotland, there's a lot of them, so we need to wait for that silence to be everlasting and that whistle to be ever present. But if it goes and we're to the good, I'll be unbelievably ecstatic. Remember Spain 82, Mexico 86, Italy 90. I know Italia 90, I've seen tons of clips for Italia 90, tons of documentaries as well, obviously USA 94 as well. I always remember because that fucking idiot that missed the penalty in the opening ceremony. Like, she runs up and just, like, totally mishits the ball, but the goal's still split open and the fireworks go off. I love that clip so much, man. It's like the epitome of why celebrities should never be anywhere near any sporting opening ever. It's fucking beautiful. The rest have been pish. Yeah, I mean, Korea was pretty much, like, a lot of people call it the kind of one of the most corrupt ones of all time because of South Korea's run. The only thing I really remember from it is Ronaldinho's goal against England, like that looper shot. Anything else, not really. 2006, same kind of roller plays, although again I was like fucking, you know, I haven't looked back on many clips for that. I've seen a lot for 2010 and 2014, obviously, you know, South Africa and Brazil. Russia wasn't that memorable. There just wasn't too many teams to root for. The teams that were in the Final Four were all, minus Croatia, really. Can't really say too much about Qatar other than the fact that the final was good. I mean, there was a lot of dodgy decisions that got both teams to the final, let's be honest, but nonetheless. I've got Shankland on the camera there now, talking about potentially maybe making changes. Yeah, and good, nice to see you back, my guy. Did you do what you needed to do? Just trying to get myself hydrated a little before the second half gets crack-a-lacking. I do want to thank everyone that's in here, by the way, because I know you could have a chance to go and witness history with anybody on the planet, but instead you're watching some random kid for... I say kid, I'm a 20-fucking-4 near enough 25-year-old man. Let's just say a full-mouth commentator, rather than your standard... you know, posh, you know. At least they're trying, and it's in behind again, and Denmark, like, I can understand why some people prefer this style of commentary. At least it's honest. Remember Colin Hendry? What a name. You were at Italia 90, but Italy 90. World Cup with the body for solo. Under 15's fucking fantastic. I remember that game against Greece, man, you was playing amazing. Denzel just kicking about the ball in the pit, shouldn't it? I know that's why I say that's a name. Like, you know, there's a flag behind me that points to which team I support. I know who he is because I've, people in my family that are Rangers supporters as well. Absolutely fantastic. The kids were watching you there. Hello, children. Sorry for swearing, children. My bad, children. That's why I have, like, what's that fucking setting again? It's like, kid friendly. I've got that turned off, so I don't get recommended to children for obvious reasons. Seem like a song. Oh, that's very kind of you, my guy. I don't know how to describe myself. Like, intriguing, I think would be the word. I'm not it's weird, you know what I mean? It's a very high end compliment, my guy. Don't get many of them, so thank you, that's very kind. You can admit when there's a good Rangers player, to be fair. There's a few of them. I like to see the Danes and the Scots standing beside each other having a laugh, but then the fella with a bonnet full of badges, go on, my son. The weather conditions have been playing into our favour so far. A chill guy until we concede. If we start losing through stupid means, it switches up real fast, you know what I mean? That's why people call me Kaz. There's like a slight character that I play. Like 80 to 90% of the time it's genuinely me until we concede. So hopefully that doesn't happen at any point in time. You have a lively household. Oh bro, if you live in any house that's like British full stop, the children are probably sort of more, you know what I mean? And just imagine there's a household somewhere in Birmingham, you know what I mean? You can imagine what it would be like in one of those households. I woke up in a steaming fucking mood, yeah, because I live in a fucking shell. They're all angry. I'd be too. Birmingham's a hell of a place. In Glasgow, they're just two of their tits. They're all on drugs or drinking, you know what I mean? Fuck, man, I wake up on Southside on a bench somewhere, man. You know what I mean? They fucking walk past people like that more often than people that are actually, you know, sober. I love this country sometimes. You worked in Firhill. Good stuff, my guy. Things I love to see. I can remember you mentioned it once or twice before, David. Maybe at least once. Can you believe at the start of this group at the start of this group I thought we would get second on the last day with a draw against Denmark. That's what I laid it out as, so I hope I'm wrong and I hope we win. We're coming out for the second half though, so we're just going to switch back to the bitch over here. How you doing, Brian? Nice to see you, my guy. You can't collect it in town. Ooh. Sponsors to raise money, go to the World Cup. Oh man, that's fucking class. We did something similar like that for our primary school, because I was in P, what it would have been for Brazil, P7, either P6, primary 6 or primary 7. And our school did like a thing where we took like we basically had like a futsal, like World Cup tournament. I ended up representing Mexico. The most Mexican man to ever live, you know what I mean? No, was it? I can't even remember. It's either we were playing Mexico or I was, but yeah. They had like a whole bunch of little things that they do to make it interesting around the times because Scotland never qualified. So it'd be nice to see us do the same here. You know what I mean? Although all home nations qualify apart from Northern Ireland, but we don't count Northern Ireland because unfortunately they did have a very tough group, to be quite frankly honest, man. Slovakia's a good side, man. They were able to beat Germany and Germany's Germany. But back underway here. Should have kind of said that when we kicked off, but we are back underway here. We have a feeling it's going to be a lot of one-way traffic, but if we can grab another goal early doors, then I have a lot of hope. We just can't concede early, man, because that gives Denmark all the incentive to just do what they want to do. Ideally, we need that second to force Denmark to play our game. And it looks pretty much exactly as the first half ended. Denmark immediately going full attacking, basically. Played to the byline, Isaacson cuts it back, Newson definitely range for a cross. Doesn't opt to cross, that's surprising. Honestly was the play there. He had about 4 or 5 bodies in the box, but instead he's just snapped it back, allowed Denmark to set their shape again, but it's came at the cost of sacrificing space, and it's allowed Scotland to get their extra body back and clear it fine, no problem at all there. Get the second, it would be perfect. It would be all of the words that are positive in the world. Trust me, this year as a whole, the last month or two for me has not been enjoyable. So to have something to smile about would be fucking nice. What a fucking save, Gordon, man. If I hit the back of the net the second I finished that sentence, I would have cried. That is technically Denmark's first actual shot on target, and it's well saved by Gordon. Down at his near post, didn't really have too much time to see it through the sea of bodies, but gets down quick enough to tip it around the post. But less than 2 minutes into this half, and it's already set piece chance for the Great Danes. Let's see what they do with it. Into the box, over everybody. McGinn cuts on it and just punts it as far away as he can muster it. Not honestly a bad play, and there's a slight chase down. Dorgo will just cut that back to Casper every day of the week. I don't know what the fuck Robertson's doing. He's more or less playing as an advanced forward now. Things you love to see. You might want to get back into a natural position at some point, big man. I think Denmark realise that and they're going to immediately try and attack down the right hand flank, which is exactly what they do. Straight up the pitch. Neeson goes long. Good touch. Good credit where it's due. It was clean for Ireland. Well, the play is good enough. Scotland steal it back as long as you can keep it composed. Not too bad, but very awkward 50-50 tight ball here. There's another one. Denmark. That should be a foul to us. Referee doesn't opt to give it. Maybe he won the ball, maybe he didn't. Honestly, hard to tell. It just looked like he bundled him over. Referee ain't too interested though. Scotland have to continue to defend. Christensen. Good pass through Højbjerg. That's a really clean pass through. Deflected out behind, corner kick for Denmark again. This is not good to witness at times, man. But the nerves are there. Casper taking a lot of abuse tonight. Fantastic to know the medal. It's all virtue. I know there's Celtic fans that will definitely be in that stadium, but the good amount of them you can imagine would be supporting any team besides Celtic. There's a shot for range for Denmark, and again, I do not mind those at all. Nowhere near the goal over everybody. Good effort from Isaacson, you can see what he was trying to do, but execution certainly not there. He stayed behind after work and had, because Celtic were playing a cup game before 91 got kicked off. Nice. Man, some of you have actually really cool ass stories. The only story I have that's football related is that obviously Kieran Tierney used to, well, his youth team and stuff used to play around here a lot. So he's one player that I've met actively once or twice and even had like a conversation with. Coolest player I met was Moussa Dembele though. Guy was a gentleman. Well, that's a poor giveaway, played out any space, there's a chance to run forward for Denmark, but I like that for Ferguson, just straddles him a bit there, you know, gets on top of Dorgo and gives him a wee kiss and wishes his family well, I guess. I mean, Dorgo just looks like he's been through some shit, but he's up and doing well nonetheless, so we'll take it. And now he's getting bitched at by the referee. I like the referee in the sense that he's, you know, he's keeping the game running relatively smooth, but just sometimes he's stopping the game for very silly wee reasons. I don't think Dorgo was doing anything really wrong there. Nonetheless, sent forward. Maybe need to consider dropping Dykes back a wee bit further. Just so if he can get that hold up touch, he can play it back to someone, because he's been strained and stranded on his own basically. It's a good cutback by Højbjerg there, probably the smart move to do. Good Dorgo, good pass in behind. Scotland do well to body it, brilliant work for Hickey. Not really the greatest clearance, but again, that's pretty much all you can really do there for the fullbacks. I'm not going to be too angry with it. Could have punted it forward. We're playing like this is already in the 85th minute, which is not what you might see. Denmark break forward again down that right hand flank for the pretty much third time in as many minutes. Up to go central this time. Højbjerg, good hold up. Coming in, very good touch. To be fair, can't fault that. Christensen's got it, tries to go for a severe pass in behind. Hoyland gets it out towards the far side. It deflects up. It's awkward, not really cleared away, and eventually stabbed out for a throw-in on the far side. Not too bad from us defensively there. Only does well to scoop it off the line and save it from being a corner, but the cross into the box originally was pretty fucking awkward. Feels like a very long 6-minute stint. Dorgu quick throw to the byline. Damsgaard gets hustled out there, surely. That's not a corner kick. That's not a corner kick. That is not... This referee's doing the fucking most right now. What do you mean? You can see it for here. It comes off his goddamn leg. Damsgaard gets away with one, but fair enough. Denmark corner. Whipped in. Cleared away at the first man in Scotland's shirts and colours again there, but... Denmark will still have all the pressure in the world sent forward. Scotland are basically condensed into pretty much like, you'd say about 10 metres of the park. And just Dykes on his own about 40 feet ahead of everybody else. That's got to be a foul. This is what I'm talking about. This referee is actually fucking dumb now. How's that not a foul? He pulls him on the shirt and decks him. Now Denmark are trying to appeal for something. The referee isn't interested there either. It's like he switches on for 5 minutes to do his job and then switches off for 5 minutes. Like, bro... Denmark certainly can't fucking bitch, because if that's the case, they'd go back and give a foul for the tackle 5 seconds previous where he got fouled. What do they try to claim here? Nah, just tries to get in between two bodies. Noses, yeah, nah, definitely not. And even then, it's outside the box by the looks of it, so... That's it. Yeah, it's outside the box, so it would be a free kick at best. They're actually going to potentially penalty check this though. This would be fucking typical. Looks outside the box to me. But even then, what about the foul that happened 3 seconds fucking beforehand where the fucking Scotland player gets absolutely dragged down to Seldom? That's really fucking typical for technology to take away, man. Why are you checking? This is stupid. You need to be able to be consistent with these calls, man. Robertson does not look fucking happy, but the Danish players, obviously, because they're not finishing their dinner with all the chances that they've had, they're getting a bit desperate now, so the courts will appeal. Because at least if they appeal, then they know they get an additional 4 or 5 minutes at the end of the game. Ow. No, a little bit, Stephen. A little bit. Saltire's yes, Caden, 100%. They're still conversating. This would be very depressing if they find a way to give this. It looked like it was A, outside of the box, B, looked for the contact because he was getting sandwiched between two fucking players. He's going to go over to the monitor and look. That's incredible. Of fucking course they will. Showing the point of contact outside the box and everything. You cannot give that as a penalty, referee. There's no contact on the inside part. I think he's pointed for a free kick rather than the penalty. Hard to tell because I'm muted. I don't actually know until he walks over. It's a penalty! That's it! You're calling that inside the area! Nah, UEFA's been slid a fucking few grand. What do you mean? He gets fouled outside the box. His feet are outside the box on contact. It's a penalty though. Fucking bald people should never be referees, man. Just jealousy, Robert Sincere, that's what that fucking is. Absolutely scumassery for the fucking UEFA officials again. Every fucking time with this! Somehow, penalty for Denmark. Fucking ridiculous. Scam artists, man. The fucking lot of UEFA. How the fuck do you think that's a penalty, man? Contact outside the box and everything, but hey, fucking do what you want, right? Steps up. Scores it. Fantastic. We now need to score another goal. They fucking cheesed it. The scummy pricks, man. No fucking way. Fucking pathetic refereeing, man. Like I said, about as fucking consistent as his fucking goddamn hairline. I.e., not at all! Apparently, if you touch someone while in the box, but they're outside the box, it's a penalty because... Fuck off. Fucking retarded. Can't fucking score all the chances you've got, you useless fucking cunt, so you just have to fucking rely on paying after refs, man. Typical shite. Why does this happen every time at Hampden in a crucial match? It was the same with Poland. The exact same shit with Poland. No reason to do it, but hey. Fuck's sake, never seen that coming. We have to go and score a beautiful fucking overhead kick. They just need to flop over outside the box and still just get a penalty anyway. Can't know what he was doing, and I'm sorry if that's what gets them through. I hope they lose every single fucking match 10-0. I now have to stain for Denmark because that's diving bastard syndrome right there, man. Absolutely fucking robbed. It's not getting tasty. The entire taste of the game has been absolutely ripped away because the fucking referee slapped his fat arse on the table and ruined everybody's appetite. Had the decision right the first time and then he gets told to go over and look at the monitor. The monitor shows that it's outside the fucking box and he still decides against it, man. Like, what the fuck is the guy about? I don't understand, like, UEFA's rules. I don't. Like, apparently you can't fucking... That's a penalty. That's a penalty. Really? A foul that starts on the outside of the box. He doesn't go down until he makes sure that he's in the box, and even then, both his feet when he falls are outside the box. But hey, penalty kick, right? And that's going to kill Scotland, and Denmark will go and get another in that game. Like, you can see what's going to happen now. It's the same shit as always. Every fucking time I forgot that we can play as good or do as well as defensive we want, but you can always rely on the referees to fuck a game up. Same as the cunts in the NFL, man. You just witness them make shitty decision after shitty decision and they'll not have to explain it. Didn't look like a penalty and I don't care if anyone thinks it is. It's a piss poor call. Now we're going to need an absolute miracle because we've lost Doak and our attack has died since then, so... That's going to sting. Super fucking disappointing because if it ends 1-1 then that's what cost us a World Cup spot. That shit. Like, it's showing it back as if it clarifies anything. It just doesn't. It just does not, man. Let's shut off my screen now. Fucking shitey decision making like that, man. Why would you get drawn in? Oh yeah, fucking, I forgot, right? The UEFA Nations League shit, I forgot. I don't know who our draws are, but there aren't too many good options that are beatable, let's say. Which is why the boys need to go now. Basically half an hour to get this job done. Denmark have been handed an absolute fucking gift for no reason at all, other than the referee probably just seen red and white and correlating it with Polish colours. The absolute fucking asshole. That's another pushover. Yeah, you need to card him, and there we go. Right, there's a red card for Denmark. They've been set for it. He's just been straight up fucking red. Second yellow, he's off. Denmark have immediately fucking decided to make a mockery of themselves. They thought the referee was on their side after that, so he thought he could get away with that foul. Silly. There you go. Christensen's going to get sent off. The one with the K, not the one with the C, I should clarify. Well, that's one way to throw away any advantage you've been given. Referee hands you a penalty and you respond by getting red carded less than 2 minutes later. Scenes. Well, we know when we had that stint against Greece. Casper, Tim August threw away to be Casper in training. It's not his fault. It's literally like no. I wouldn't be pissed off at Denmark, right? Like they're going to take the advantage. It's the referee. Because, again, you know they're not going to be put up to the plate and be like, why did you give that when it's clearly just... Well, we have half an hour, we're going to have to go full fucking balls to the wall. If we're going to get chances, it has to start now. This is as good as a chance you're going to get. They're down a defender. Which means we'll probably take an attack of change. Yeah, if you have a feeling this could be an intense end to the game, it's going to be pulled back for a foul anyway, and even then, Ferguson was too outstretched to get something on for that one. We got to go for that now, man. Oh, I just hate when it isn't something players do that are influencing the way this game is right now. It shouldn't be 1-1. It looks like Shankland's going to be coming on for us as well as Adams. Okay, that'll be interesting to see who we take after him. So Riley on for Denmark, probably. Probably not. Don't know. I haven't seen anything. Was the defender that went off? Don't think they made any changes. Nothing's came up. I'll check just in case. Yeah. Only change so far is the one that we've made and the ones that we're about to bring on the now. Which is Shankland and Adams. We're going attacking. May the gods of the last minute goal be with you. May it be. I don't believe in higher powers. So maybe this is something we can maybe consider we can consider working with. Ever since McTominay went to Italy, he's been a different player. A different kettle of fish entirely, man. United were holding them back. Well, Dykes is off and Adams is on. Looks like Denmark are going to be making some changes of their own here too. Damsgaard is off. Vestergaard is on for them, so they've went with a defensive change for obvious reasons. Who did we take off? Christie, I'm guessing. Yeah, Christie came off for sure. Oh, it was Neeson that got recorded. Yeah. I've always just called him Christensen. So it was on the back of his shirt, fair enough. Well, this game's definitely not had anything short of drama. Overhead kick goal, a penalty that's definitely going to be controversial at the best of times. That's a good clearance from Vestergaard just on. He has to force it all the way up though. And that's going to be a foul for Denmark because everything's a foul for Denmark. Interesting. But, hey. Definitely some interesting key points in this game though. Still can't believe we scored an overhead kick goal. It's mad that we even considered selling skills to Aberdeen. Fuck, we didn't. No, Spurs must be raging that they sold Para off to fucking AZ Alkmaar. Just sold a guy that scored 5 goals in 2 games for Ireland. Oh, Jesus Christ, that got awkward there between Hanley and Gordon, but Gordon corrects himself and gets out. That's going to be a foul for Denmark because Denmark fall over. It's same shit every time, man. Referee who definitely had some words with a couple of Danish FA members at half time for sure. It's obviously sarcasm, by the way, but it is noticeable how much the referee's putting that whistle in his fucking mouth now. You need to stop it, man. Let the game flow for a little fucking bit. Like, if it was a clear penalty, I would not be anywhere near as, like, internally annoyed. Corner kick for Denmark, it bounces up and over everybody else. When Nancy's still a play, he'll be cooking. I mean, sure, if we can get a decent enough deal, but he did just transfer to AZ, or am I tripping? I think he just transferred, right? So you need to wait till like the end of the season at least. Which, who knows, by then he could be making a case to move to a much bigger team than Celtic, man. He'd be looking back towards the top end of the Premier League. Nice to see a good authentic Irish attacker. I mean, to be fair, we've had the other two internationals. Right, we have Kenny right now and we had Ida, we might as well get Parrott. Go for quite literally the holy trinity. Denmark are playing around and out the back though. Still trying to make it awkward where they can. It's looked up and awkward. Gordon, what you doing, bro? Maybe, yeah, just prioritise your position there. There was no need to chase that out. Dorgo has it. Step in, trying to force the issue. Played into space. I was wholly expecting him to go down looking for a penalty there. For once they actually stay on their feet. Scotland, yeah, we still do that. Brings Kai Wagner and Diego Luna. Diego Luna I agree on. Maybe not Diego Rossi, just because he's a bit in the elder statesman side of things. Oh shit, bad time to slip, man. Was Denmark to retain it, but they'll just start trying to pass it around where they can. That'll be their whole game plan. Scotland will need to start going at them. He's been taken down now, that'll be a fault. Maybe another card to come out, but the referee doesn't seem too interested. Some money I've got. Relatable. I know, as much as I'm getting Denmark's like shite, I guess, I don't hate them. It's just I don't like the idea of being denied an automatic spot at a World Cup because he had a dodgy penalty decision that took way too long to get wrong. It annoyed the fuck out of me so much. It's McTominay that I'd feel for. Imagine scoring an overhead kick and that's what denies you instant fucking hero status for life. When it's good play down that left hand side, Scotland finally looking to try and get into the box. It's going to loop in and be awkward. Denmark up to play. That's still awkward actually. Casper had to get across and palm the ball down. Wales winning 5-1. Well, their playoff spots are lock-in. So at the very least you've got 3 teams tonight that are guaranteed to be going into the playoffs as things stand. Don't think Wales are going to bottle it for here. Ireland's already locked in, and if things stay as is here, Scotland are locked in for the playoffs as well. But we know what we want. We want the fucking full Monty played out. Casper will just pick that one up. Fair enough. Let's switch over and have a little look who scored the other 2 for Wales. Olsen's picked up another in Daniel James as well. Definitely, but I mean, look at that for fucking consistency. 7 shots on target, 5 goals. Must be making some class chances. Maybe we could be doing the same. Looks like Kieran Tierney's going to be coming on. Not a bad idea if you're looking to get a defensive man forward. And with 20 minutes left, time's starting to run out. I have so much anger in my body right now. I just wish they clarified why it was a pen. We still have time. Come on, boys. Are we all in agreement? Does anyone think that it was a penalty? I should ask that. Well, I get people's perspectives just to make sure that I'm not insane for thinking that it was nowhere near as bad as it was clearly made out to be. Denmark have it from the edge of the area. It deflects, still not cleared. Shot bounces again, still not cleared. They go down looking for a fucking foul, because of course they do. It's just, come on to Christ, man, even the referee has to point it out. Still dangerous edge of the area. Lads, you are the one playing with the extra man. You should be technically the extra 2 men with a Hampden crowd. And you are playing with 10 at the fucking back. Clock, please start attacking, man. Like, you have to fucking try. Nah, Bellamy deserves it, man. Good bounce back ability for him. And again, North Macedonia, an easy team to beat. I know, but if you, in your hearts of hearts, do you think it's genuinely a penalty though? Like, not from a contextual thing, where if that was us, then I'd take it. Like, anyone would take a penalty regardless if it's controversial or not. All I'm asking is if you think it was genuinely right to give it. Because I have a feeling it will be quite mixed. Definitely at least controversial. That's why I hate the specified rule sets of games nowadays, because most players know, oh well, I don't even need to necessarily be in the box to get a penalty somehow. Like, it just rubs me the wrong way. It would be a really sucky way to lose out on an automatic spot. That's why you need to start going for a full court press, boys. Doesn't matter if you lose this game. Might as well go for it while you've got the time. Tierney cuts it back all the way across. Again, we're just passing backwards and sideways. Like, again, you are against 10 men and I haven't seen the goalkeeper fucking once. Shit pass for the back again. Got to do better there, Ferguson. Tierney gets the ball but wins it straight into the path of Denmark to attack. Good step in eventually in the end. And Denmark start playing the passing sideways game, because of course they will. I think everyone's rooting for Ireland that isn't, you know, that's, if Scotland somehow don't qualify anyway from the playoffs or whatever else, then yeah, for me, Ireland. Kind of shit, man. Fuck off. Get catching the hair of my moustache here and just get to fuck. Right, come on, boys. Ain't a lot of time left, but we need something here. See if this is the same shit that I have to witness that we did against Hungary, where we knew we had to win the game and instead we just side-to-sided it for fucking 10 minutes for no reason at all. Yous have got to go forward, man. Hanley should not be getting anywhere near as much touches as our attackers at this fucking point in the game. Where is the urgency at all, man? Doak is, like, he's a great player, but he shouldn't be the only fucking catalyst to get crosses into that box. Referee doesn't give a foul for a straight pull on the shot. This what I'm fucking talking about. Fair enough. Referee just plays on. Then we'll get away with it. Oh, and then it's a foul for Denmark because, yeah, I mean, even though he pulled on Ferguson first, doesn't matter, right? Isaacson goes down because he's a wimpy wee gimp. Foul. Look at that, pulling his shot, pulls Ferguson, keeps pulling him, keeps pulling him. Ferguson does the same back, once hits the ground, it's a foul for Denmark. It's so fucking dumb, man. It's not Denmark that's won this game, it's a fucking cunt in yellow and black. Rolled across, there's a breakaway chance. Overhit to fuck. What was the point in that, Robertson? You need to actually stop being a fucking useless bastard and fucking take a touch, man! What was the point in that? You're the captain, you're meant to be more composed than the rest, you're just fucking... It's like they actually see the chance to go for gold and they're like, nah, we'll settle for silver. Fucking move it, man! Seriously now, this is like getting so old. A typical fucking performance. Time is ticking and it's going fast. We need something, man. Oh, I don't even imagine the scenes if Ireland or Scotland managed to get to a World Cup. Like, just any knockout round. Tierney's on that far side. Looks like there's going to be a long throw into the box. Pretty much exactly what happens. Let's see where this goes. It breaks down, shot, deflect, spin around, shot straight into the hands of Schmeichel anyway. Fuck off, man. Ferguson had a half chance, it just didn't work out for us. Something though. At least you know you can get shots away at the goalkeeper. That's you know, a positive sign. Far side, there's a run on down that flank. You've got to look for any open lanes, mate. There you go, McTominay's there. Gets it to Scott McTominay, it's a good pass. Still dangerous, Denmark get the extra touch. It's away for a corner kick. We don't mind that too much at all. We do not mind that at all. Curious to see where this one gets swung, and everyone's basically cramping the 6-yard box. Ball in deflects! It's in! Scotland are back in front! Lawrence Shankland's got it in! Order restored, baby boys! Order restored! He's there in the back stick to just flick it on. It's in the back of the net. We've got the lead back! Veer that, you prick! Oh, yes! Oh yes, come on! 10 fucking minutes and whatever's left of additional time and we're in the World Cup. It's a great ball in and it's so awkward. Shankland just hangs around inside that 6-yard box. Casper does not see where it's going. Gets past him and Shankland just sticks a leg out, gets a touch on it, back of the net. And Scotland have taken the lead. That is beautiful. It's karma for what we had to deal with earlier on. Come on! Just do not fuck it up for here. What a goal, Lawrence, mate. I know you're a fucking heart striker and I'm meant to not like you, but I love you, boy. Fucking yes, wee man. Saying that and he's older than me, but you get my fucking point. What a fucking time to pop up. That striker's awareness right there, man. Just standing where he had to be. Please do not fuck this up for here, man. That'd break my heart. You've got to play like absolutely fucking gods now, please, lads. Oh my god, man. The nerves have immediately came back. It's a wee... Oh, it's so clever for Adams as well, by the way, at the start of that cross. Like that little movement to draw his defender away. Because if he doesn't do that, Shankland's going to get marked. So honestly, fucking brilliant for Adams. That's how you redeem yourself big style. So glad that Shankland hung about there. Come on, boys. It's going to be all out for Denmark now, as you would expect. They go for a cross over everybody, and it should look like it went out behind, but the referee says no, so it's going to be punted away down that far side. Oh my god, man, we're so close. We are so close. We are so close. Good interception, just kind of sticks a leg out to stop it getting through it. Denmark have not lost a single game in this qualifying campaign. And the fact of the matter is, if they do lose this game, they'll be the highest ranked, or the highest team that finished in a playoff spot points-wise. With the exception, I think with the exception of Wales, ironically enough. And they've just scored a 6th apparently, so good for them. Hat-trick for... Hat-trick for Harry Wilson. I'm sorry, there's just a chance for Denmark. I'm not like trying to do anything until I see where this goes. It's whipped in. Not fully cleared away. Denmark might have a chance. It's a shot! It's in! No, man! Dorgu's just been left on his own and it's a fucking tap-in. It's 2 apiece. It's 2 apiece, man. You're fucking kidding me. Oh, you're actually ripping my piss, man. We're doing it in the most Scottish way possible. Nobody's marked him. He's just on his own. Oh, you fucker, man. It's actually just, it's so typical. Who's marking him? Like, McGinn's meant to be marking Dorgu. He gets over-committed there. And he just doesn't step out to his man until it's too late. It's I've got to say, man, it's McGinn's fault. He just totally loses his man and he just doesn't mark him. Fuck me, man. Again, it's actually going to happen again. That's so dumb. So we needed to defend like lions. That's more domestic house cat. Wales have scored the 7th apparently. Good for them, I guess. Another penalty, fuck me, they've had 3 in that game. Whelan's coming off now. Yeah, probably the best way to summarise it. Now Demar, why waste all their time making fucking changes? It's not over yet, you're definitely right, there could be a late surge. But it's just so fucking annoying, man. Why can we never just get across the line? That's nice. Into the box. Stays on his feet, forces a corner at least. That's something. Come on, man. Not too bad. The good news is we should have a shit ton of added time for VAR checks and all that good shit. There should be a good 4 or 5 added minutes. Whipped in. Up and away. Awkward deflection, popped outside. Good taking touch from McGinn, played short. There could be a cross coming in here. There is. Headed! Oh, it's across the far post. It's a good attempt. It's not a bad wee flick on for Shea, but he doesn't put it on target and it goes far side. Another opportunity goes fucking begging for us. He does the right thing, stepping in late when he did. He just didn't put enough power behind the neck muscles to get it on target. I respect the effort though. Sent high and forward. Headed down, Scotland do well to pickpocket it, it's dangerous. McGinn threads it through, Ferguson does well to thread it into space and it's going to be switched long. Robertson will just let it run. Eventually passes it in to McTominay. Into the box, dangerous, still dangerous shot, blocked again, fuck me man, of course. Wales won, good for them. I mean, they were both kind of locked in for playoff places anyway, but it's nice to know Wales would have automatically had if different scenarios were arising. Playing in this space and still dangerous. Left hand side. Whipped into the box, it's over everybody, still dangerous. McGinn! Oh my god, it's over the bar by an inch! Oh, it's a fucking ball here away! Everything that could go against us tonight has just happened. Like, fucking penalty for nothing. That's going to sit in my head so much. There's another absolute fuck it. It's actual millimetres away, man. For being a perfect top corner colour, but Greece drew 0-0. Well, that game was just confirms as is. Greece finished third. That'll be a foul for Denmark. Well, they opt to play the advantage, fair enough. Sent the far side for a throw-in. Oh man, this is where the nerves kick in. I'm genuinely so disappointed if we don't fucking get something for this game. As many chances as Denmark has, the fact that they got that penalty is just ridiculous to me. And then just leaving Dorgu open for that second one, man. Just the makers of a round downfall, basically. It's just no nice. Deflects for a Scotland throw. Pretty much in our own box. Saying high and wide, Tierney will have to deal with Dorgu here. Does Willie hook it away, but it's still dangerous. Not the greatest first touch from them though, so it'll be a throw in for us. Ferguson plays a 1-2 with Tierney, calm enough. And a lot of time left, played forward. Good touch inside for McLean, but he's going to have to try and find options here. Goes for the long switch back out towards KT. Good step in, the cross could be dangerous. It's only clear this far out, it's the kind of far body on that side there. They might retain it far side as well. Some good pressure from us, but they still hold up. I think Denmark realised playing for the win would be pointless right now. They're just trying to hold on for the point. It seems Scotland need to give them everything in the final few minutes. Oh, of course, and Dog goes down injured. I hate that wee cunt so much. Get on your feet and just run the game out, mate. Come on. Don't be like that. Well, they're just wasting extra time. There better be another minute added on for this. It's taking them fucking 60 seconds to throw a ball. And it's still in his hands. Can you move? No, Denmark are trying to force another change. Oh my fucking god, no, this is like the biggest shit-out Merson performance they could have put in. And Beerith is in. 6 additional minutes, that's what we've got. Come on boys, just give them everything in the last few minutes at the very least, just something to fucking smile about. Good pop back, Robertson's going to have to get this under control quite quick, does. Not the greatest ball forward, but could be dangerous-ish if we can get there first anyway, which we don't. Sent forward by Denmark. Taking touch, played back into space, good touch down by Robertson as well, but still awkward, it's getting a bit scrappy there, should be a throw-in for us. And it's apparently a throw-in for Denmark. Fucking course it is. That's, tell you now, referee's man of the match for Denmark. Oh, stop it so you can go and help out your brother. Fuck off, man, seriously. That's got to be a foul, surely. Yeah, I was going to say, man, he fucking straight up blocked the boy. Got to swing this in around, man. 2 minutes have passed, 4 additional left. Whipped in, not necessarily cleared. And again, and dangerous, not again, just not fully cleared away. Shot, deflects. Scotland are trying to go for it, we're trying to funnel chances. It's enough time for Denmark to win that. It's on for the Ray. Ah! Yes! Damn it! Kieran! Kieran's just taking us to the wall! Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! There is no way. Tierney's just scored. We're going to the World Cup. We're going to the fucking World Cup. We're going to the World Cup if we hold on for a few more minutes. Go on, Katie! Oh, you fuck it, of course it's him! What a fucking goal! Oh, I'm about to tear up, man. He hits it first time and it's a stunner. He must have done that a million times on the training ground against Casper. To take that first time is absolutely fucking outrageous. But so's the quality of the strike. And the Scotsman's just sent us into potential fucking uncharted territories. We might be back at the World Cup if Denmark can't score in the next 2 minutes. Please. Do not let this drop now, please. It's such a great goal as well. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking 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 god. Oh, the tartan is going to be out tonight, boys. The tartan is going to be out tonight, boys. I think I might be going to North America to see our country play next year. I have to. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. If we hold out anyway, we need to just see this out. Oh, please, man. No stupid shit for here, lads. You fucking burnt every second off this clock. Stole back brilliantly. Played out by the back brilliantly. Shea gets it out to Robertson. Robertson sends it forward. Denmark have overcommitted bodies and there's a potential 3v2. But we're just going to prioritise the byline. Makes sense with 40 seconds left. Good feet to get it towards space. Brilliant effort. Straight towards the corner flag. Keeps it in play, holds it up and hooks back the pass. Stole away. Sent forward by Denmark. Hanley will chase it back, just get it. What the fuck were you doing there, Hanley? I don't know, but he's got it out for a throw-in. It's on in the side. It's on referee's time now. 6 minutes have been and gone when the referee blows that whistle. Clears it. Brilliant stuff for Tierney to get out on the far side. Referee, please, man. Somehow Casper kept that in play. Headed up and away. Hanley pops it far side for Dorgout to chase down. Does Willie get past his man? Flicked in and awkward. Stabbed away by Scotland. Surely now. Played forward for Shea just to run onto. You just run, wee man. You just run to that corner flag. Good stuff, big man. Good fucking stuff. Playing for that whistle. Chipped up and away. Just puts it out behind. Referee still has no intention to blow. He is definitely on the fucking payroll with those lot, man. Everyone's got their arms up. They're asking what the referee's doing. We're a whole minute past. Giving them as much fucking time as you could have here, man. Making it all about himself, man. That fucking... He needs to have words. UEFA needs to have words with him. How is it still going? This is fucking ridiculous. Played out far side. Denmark got it and trying to do something with it here. Scotland step out. Full court press to make it awkward now. It's been given away. Surely the referee has to blow the whistle at some fucking point. Shot from miles out. It's done now! It's over with now! McLean puts it to bed! 4-2 Scotland! We're World Cup bound, baby! We're World Cup bound! I don't fucking believe it! I don't believe it, man! I've never seen it! I've never seen it in my life! Oh my god! Oh my god! That's going to be an iconic image. That is going to be such an iconic image. Oh, we have fought like fuck for this! But it's over. It's over. It's such a great goal for McLean. He hits it for the halfway line. Pops it over fucking Schmeichel. It's perfectly aligned with that far post. And the Scots are, or the most of us are breaking down into tears. There's hugs going about. Everybody's absolutely fucking chuffed. I have never been so fucking proud of these lads, man. What an effort, man. What a fucking effort. Referee tried, man. He tried his fucking shitty wee Polish heart out. Fuck that cunt to the highest extent. But it's over. It's fucking over. We're going to the World Cup, boys! We're back! Welcome the fucking... Oh, it's so good! It's so fucking good, man! This might be the loudest yes you will fucking hear in time. We're doing it. Holy shit! I don't fucking believe that, man. Gentlemen, for the victory and for the spot in the World Cup. Fucking yes! Yes! Thank you, God, man! I am in awe. They deserve it. It's hard to say. I know that the stats might not scream it, But the referee gave them every fucking chance in this game with that penalty. They shouldn't have stood, and we still responded. I love Kieran Tierney. I love Kenny McLean. That man has now certified on 2 separate instances he can score when it matters. I am fucking... You have to feel if Denmark didn't get that red card, it could have been a much different game. But boys, for some reason, Belarus are the reason that we qualified. Thank you to those boys. I love them. I wasn't expecting this, man. I was hoping for a win. But the fucking drama in this game, absolutely spot on, Sir Lawrence, mate. Absolutely spot on, those. The emotion, oh, genuinely, Harry, mate, honestly. We've been waiting for this for a while. We've replicated what we had to do. The Irish. They scored late. We score later. I'm in awe. There's a hair in my mouth I'm trying to get out. Boys, for confirmation, there's your table. Scotland automatically qualify. Despite losing to Greece a few days ago, the 3 points we collected in this window is enough. Denmark drew and lost one, and that is a hard loss to take for the Danes. I feel bad for them a little bit, but the referee made me hate them today, and that annoys me more than anything, so... Oh my god. I need to make sure that I haven't pure... Ugh. Boys, oh, well... It's over to Ireland now. We just need Ireland to qualify. Please, Ireland. Please. Do it for the vibes. Do it for the vibes, man. Showing that fucking penalty back, and even the commentators and pundits seem to be in agreement that it was quite soft. Let's be honest. Absolutely shocking decision making for the referee, but doesn't matter, does it? Because, boys, we're in! We don't need to go to a playoff. We get to go to the World Cup, man. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Oh, man. Well. Is Casper playing at the... Good point, actually. Right. Nah, Sinisalo now has made the case. But then again, it's not as if they're any better, didn't they fucking lose them all? My mate's phoning me, hold on. Oh. God, man. Like, it's such a fucking, like, honestly, in fact, I can get your opinion on this while I'm live. Do you think that penalty should have been a penalty?
Outside the box.
Exactly.
Outside the box.
Thank you. It's such a dumbass thing, but Kieran fucking Tierney, brother, that goal, oh my god.
Oh, mate. I've went fucking, my head's went dizzy 3 times tonight.
Dude, I nearly broke down. I nearly had like at least 6 mental breakdowns, about 2 strokes, 4 heart palpitations, probably a fucking minor arrhythmia, all the key for it. But honestly, man, every goal is...
We're going to see a World Cup in a lifetime!
Bro, I'm going.
Yeah!
I'm going, mate. Do you not understand? It's going to be in Canada and America, and I've always wanted to... I'm 100% going to like try and gaslight my way get there. Somehow, you know what I mean? There was someone that commented something earlier on that I found funny.
I will let you enjoy the live and enjoy the night, but phone me once I'm done.
Oh, absolutely, man, absolutely. I'll speak to you in like a few minutes, man.
I will speak to you shortly, mate.
Come on. Fucking us. So pleased. As you can tell, he's quite happy himself. Who was it? Robert saying your vlog from the States crowd, so damn it to be filming by a bad idea. Oh, man. Pleased as punch. It's nice, we get to actually join everyone else. We don't just sit in our fucking arses during the summer this time around. We actually get to watch us play. Man, we're going to make so much noise. Gotta go text your pal, no problem at all. Can you take it easier, man? And thank you very much, Kevin. That's clean as fuck. Oh, things you'll have to see, man. Congratulations for England. That's bliss. Let's just hope we don't get drawn in the same group, man. That's so... well, I don't really know what else to add. Besides the fact that I am in utter... Like, I don't know what to say. I can now put all of these games from this qualifying group into the members column for those that want to go and watch that there. If you're a member, you're more than welcome to do so. I'll keep this up publicly for like 24 hours or so, just to get the VOD a little bit in terms of views. But hey, at least we get to wrap up the day in a good way. Honestly, World Cup bound. I'm in fucking awe. There's not going to be any dramatic outro or anything. It's just going to be a very kind of casual end of that. I think when I celebrated, I might have fucked my gun a lot. I might have tilted a little bit more than it usually is. But oh my god, man, I'm so... We're going to the World Cup. I've never felt this happy in my life. It's great. This is like the first time I've naturally smiled in like a year. Oh, yes. Absolutely fucking yes, man. What a performance. Super proud of them. Super proud of them, man. Fuck that referee at the end of time, though. Well, I suppose that that wraps everything up. If you've been here for the whole stream, then thank you so much for doing so. If you've been here watching all of the games throughout the qualifiers, you've been very much appreciated. We're now in the World Cup, so I don't know. This is how people for Cape Verde must feel. You know what I mean? It's just like how have we done that then? We played horrible this campaign. This qualifying campaign had very few positives to it, but it ended on probably the best note possible. 93rd minute, 99th minute winners off. Nothing hits harder than that, man. So genuinely incredible. I'll definitely, like, I know I'm being sarcastic with saying that I could potentially go, but who knows? Honestly, life can be weird like that. maybe there's a way, but. Either way, I'm just happy that Scotland get to show up and be there, full stop. So I'm going to get ready to end the stream and enjoy the rest of my night. So anyone that's been here for the whole stream a little bit, thank you so much for joining us. If you want to join us for the next match, I should pull that up the now, just so you can join us if you would like to, because it is a Celtic match and it's a couple of days after I turn 25. What an early birthday present this is. But to come back after I turn 25, St Mirren v Celtic, that will be the first one that we come back from. We're in the chase to potentially catch up with Hearts as well. What an absolute match is probably the best way to put it, honestly. But thank you so much for joining us for this one. Teaching all these, man. Absolutely fucking chuffed. Glad to witness history with you boys. Absolutely chuffed with it. Cannot complain in the fucking slightest. We'll just see what happens. We just wait and see where we get drawn, where the games are going to be played, and then you'll just magically see the UK searches for those specific cities when we get those draws about who's going where. I think for me, the only reason I consider it is if like it gets held somewhere in Canada, because I've always wanted to go to Canada. US not so much. So if Scotland has a game that's like being held at Toronto or something like that, maybe, who knows? You know, at least it'd be cheaper in terms of travel. So. Yeah, I think that's everything, but my voice is gone now, so yeah, I'm going to bail out. Boys, we're in the World Cup, I can actually say this. Scotland are the best goddamn team on the planet. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you in the next stream. That'll be, like I said, 4 days from now, end of the week. Up to the Irish. I'm fucking hoping every single one of you boys are rallying around your lads to get across the line, because I want to see yous there. I want to see yous partying just as hard as we do. We need to make this World Cup memorable. We weren't there at the last one, that's why it sucked. This one, it's different. It's about to be the best World Cup this century. The reason why nobody can remember any World Cup for this century is because Scotland has never been there. We bring the heat and the fucking passion, the Irish bring the drink and the fucking loudness, put them the two together, chaos, and it's going to be so good. Absolutely buzzing about it, but hey, that is what it is. So, thank you for joining us, thank you for coming along. Hope you're having an absolutely incredible rest of your night, rest of your full fucking week, man. And I'll see you on the weekend. Until then, boys. Until then, you'll all have a good one. We're on our way to win a cup the day. Get it right. Fucking up, you Denmark. That's so unlucky for them. I feel so bad. But nonetheless, I'll catch you all after. Enjoy yourselves. Take it easy. Until then.